Good evening, this is Just a Human, and welcome to this air-only battle royale in Rome Total War. And this time we have a missile-only affair with the Greek culture factions. That means Greece, Seleucids, Macedon. We're going to throw in Thrace and Pontus as well as sort of half Greek factions. Egypt will be in the African section, so we'll see those another time. Now we've got ourselves heavy peltasts, archers, and some militia cavalry. I am putting a limit of 2 onto missile cavalry. I want to really see all of the foot missiles getting a good run out. So we've got the Seleucids who have gone for sheer numbers here. Now quite a few of these units, as the Greek factions, are pretty much the same, so I've decided to go for some slightly different tactics for the different factions here. Basically the same sort of units, albeit less good peltasts, so sheer numbers will do the job. I should point out that yeah, chariots and elephants are not going to be involved in this. I think we know that they will be able to win it. But I should say the siege equipment as well. That can be its own category. Don't worry about it. We can enjoy that another time. As for Macedon, they are going with the golden missiles because they do tend to use that temple. And so, yeah, we've got the Artemis missiles here from the Macedonians. As for Thrace, well, these guys just got a little spattering of experience on them, a bit more of a balanced approach. And then Pontus, this is a little bit different. They've gone for sheer experience as well as by far the most demonic unit of any of them here. I'd say there's some of those heavy peltasts for the Greeks are probably the strong units here. This could be a very, very interesting one indeed. So as ever, do cheer on your favourite faction in the comments, and we will be playing on the Greek shore map and as ever on medium difficulty, so there are no buffs or debuffs for the units. Let's head into battle and see how the AI fares.
Today we look for a victory worthy of Hercules himself. This is a mighty task, but we are men enough to do it! Now, strike hard! Strike without mercy! Strike down our foes with righteous anger!
In we go to battle then. I am quite intrigued about the tactics here in this particular battle because, yeah, we have a lot of the same units. There is a bit of a hill here actually. I suppose we are on the shore and we've got the Thracians down there a little bit further down the hill. But there might be a little bit of people trying to skirmish and use their range. I'm not sure how it's going to go. We might need to push them into battle a little bit later on, but it might also be a good example of, yeah, just rains of missiles. Pontus are going to be taken on immediately, which is interesting because they have the best units here in these guys, but if they get themselves picked off, they're going to be in trouble. But they do the experience, remember. They could do a very nice bit of work. Heavy peltasts, a lovely, lovely unit you almost never see because, yes, the Greeks basically never get them with the AI anyway, and even when you play as them, it's a little bit of a strange set of buildings to kind of get there. You don't get a lot out of the missiles with Greece normally, so actually bothering to get around to making this unit is a little bit unusual. We seem to be in the only battle so far, which isn't particularly helpful for our Greek friends here, but they're being chopped on down. I like the Greek peltasts, the heavy peltast units, but they are being ripped apart by a very powerful Pontic heavy cav, albeit one that's taken a fair few knocks. They don't want to be taken down by these missiles here. They really have the big shields for all this. They are, though, being more aggressive than I did think we'd be. So in come the archers for some unbeknown reason, and they're going to try and cut these guys down. I imagine they are about to run away. Indeed, yeah, some of them are, and the new unit is also gone. Greece have not been playing this well so far, but as for the rest of it, what are the other factions doing? Macedonia here. They are just sending one unit forward. They've got some good power on them. Thrace generally sticking together. Quite a wide line. Maybe not a terrible idea of missiles. Interesting to see if the AI decides to go for loose formation at any point. Maybe they will, but they might just not bother. Yeah, these guys have already taken a bit of a knock, haven't they? Not in the best position, but they did cavalry to come and help them. So yeah, we have a lot of very similar forces. Be interested to see how this all unfolds. So a few javelins coming on in here. Ooh, they got picked down very easily, didn't they? They could have just thrown the javelins, but they decided to stand there instead. The archer's going to shoot down the cavalry because that should be a very easy job. No, they're just going to let their friends die. Are they shooting over there? Yeah, they've given up on their friends. It also says that's your flank. You really should deal with them right now. Ooh, we've got ourselves militia cav battles over here. Seleucids coming on in with their sheer numbers. Although, of course, only 2 units of cav. Probably keep them safe. I have tended, by the way, to add a little bit of experience or defense or something extra to the general unit. You might have noticed that. Seleucids, though, are largely... Oh, no, they're engaged in an actual bit of archery battle over here. There's actually a loose formation. Well done to the Macedonians. The first loose formation that I have spotted. Looks like it might have it over here. It might just be poor position. Javelins is not quite so helpful. But you know what? Not too bad. Actually, yeah, the people with the really powerful missiles are using their missiles. Well done to them. How's the rest of this going, by the way? Over here, Thrace. We've got peltasts in against archers. I mean, they're both very, very similar. Oh, no, these are just double peltasts, actually, aren't they? Yeah, so that's basically the same unit taking each other on. Thrace over there. How are we doing? Oh, I think we're quite dead, by the way. Yeah, I think we've been routed. That one unit of heavy pontic cav. Although, if you just shoot them down, and they'll be gone. It could be interesting to see. Now, when these guys do the eastern battles, they will have the Armenian cataphract archers to take on. I don't know when their javelins will have to do the work there. I mean, you can shoot them down. That's kind of the point, Thomas. But okay, those Cappadocian guys could be of interest. Over here, Macedonia are spread out against the Seleucids. This is a battle for the ages. They are actually just doing what I thought might happen. But we've seen very little of so far, which is just a missile shoot-off, which I take the sheer numbers personally because these might have more powerful missiles, but you just need to hit them once and they'll go down. They don't really have the armor for it. So, yeah, skirmishing against other missiles, I'd rather have the numbers. So we'll see how that goes. Fortunately for Macedonia, Thrace do seem a little bit like they've picked off that flank. So Macedonia might find that they eventually fall apart, actually. Looks like, yeah, I think Seleucids were probably going to win out there just due to their sheer numbers. Macedonia getting picked off a little bit. Pontus, don't know that they have very much here. They have that over there. I think honestly, Pontus have lost almost everything, taking on Greece. And I think, yeah, the Greeks have actually made it. The Greeks have pushed that final unit, and I don't know that the faction's completely gone, but I don't see any of Pontus left. Well, there we are. We have certainly seen on the cavalry only that sheer numbers generally does work out over experience, at least with the AI onlys. So we'll see if that continues on this particular occasion. If that's the case, Seleucids should be the favourites, and they certainly look like it right now. The Macedonians are employing one of my favourite formations in Total War. It generally happens with skirmishing. Happens a lot, by the way, with the gunpowder units on Medieval 2, which is they form these kind of X shapes as they turn to face certain enemies. They are, though, getting shot down. They're actually getting surrounded. Actually quite good, I was going to say good tactics here, but no, they're just chasing them down. I'd like to think it was good tactics. It's kind of what ends up happening on my gunpowder only as Spain, or indeed on Empire Total War. You just get your missiles around the side and start shooting them down with guns. But in this case, it obviously is some arrows. Thrace with very little left, it should be said. A little bit picked apart. Actually, no. Actually, a few of them are back there. They're just way out of the way. Their cavalry's a bit thin on the ground, and I want to keep that safe if I were them. But the Seleucids might just have mucked this up a little bit. They've got themselves a bit overstretched here. Most of Macedonia has melted like the proverbial cheese, naturally. Thrace not looking too bad. Thrace might have a bit of a hard time when it comes to taking on some of the other barbarians. The barbarians are very good stuff when it comes to missiles. But here they do have a chance. Just need to not get surrounded by this Seleucid cav. Excellent work. This could be the battle right here for the Seleucids. Can they just tear up these 2 or 3 units? Yeah, this general, this is how you use your cavalry, damn it. Oh, they're mopping them up. That is excellent. Don't try to shoot your own guys, lads. But this is almost the victory here for the Seleucids. They've routed the Macedonians. It's now just down to Thrace versus Macedonia. Oh, very nice indeed. And not Macedonia. I can't speak. Seleucids. Seleucids definitely have the advantage now. And down goes the Thracian general. He's fleeing. I don't know the whole army. Not the whole army fleeing. By the way, I said it's these two against each other. But of course, yes, the Greeks are still there. I forgot about our Greek friends. Just sitting there at the far side of the map. They are actually just reorganising right now. So they might well come in a bit. But it looks like, yeah, having defeated Pontus, they might actually now make it to the end of this. I mean, the heavy peltasts are good, but they largely threw them away. Maybe in the end, though, yeah, they've had a good battle, but they haven't got caught in endless ones like the Seleucids here. Will they have enough? Who knows? But it looks like Thrace at this point have gone too. At this stage then, with the Thracians routing, Macedonia routing, it's going to use up a bit too much of their energy. Greece just hanging out on the hill makes sense at this point. They've done their work, they're just waiting for the final fray. But the game does slightly... Well, actually, I was going to say it fancies the Seleucids, but no, it doesn't anymore. It doesn't anymore. This could be a very tight finish. At this stage then, the last Thracian is around the map and they're finally ignoring him. The real question, I guess, now is how much energy do they have left in their legs? Because the good Greeks here, yeah, we're looking fresh all around. Quite a few battered units, though. Heavy peltasts basically gone. Archers, half gone. But one big unit of militia cav, by the way. This could prove a big difference because I don't know that... Yeah, okay. Couple units of half cav. So not too bad for the Seleucids. They're actually doing all right, but I suspect they're quite knackered. Real question is, are these guys going to turn up together, or are they going to arrive one by one and get themselves absolutely brutally shot? I somehow suspect the brutal shooting is going to be in the direction of Greece because there's quite a lot of them actually. I'm not sure why this is so much in a balanced favour here because... Yeah, there's a lot of archers. Sheer number of archers is ridiculous. I had considered, by the way, saying, should we have 4 of any one unit as a max? I thought it could be good fun to have big piles of units with some factions. Maybe we'll muck around with it in time. I don't know. I don't think we need to do the scored victory. I have done that on Medieval 2 before. That is a quick route there for the cavalry. That is not a good start for the Greeks, but I think they realised that they could not just sit there and take this, and indeed, yeah, the heavy peltasts are pushing them back. I think this is the key thing here, the cavalry. What are you going to do? Not enough. You broke a peltast, then you ran away. Get back over here and help your friends, you fools. They're going to need you. Yes, so yeah, no score victory on this occasion. I think it's perfectly reasonable to accept this particular set of events. Down goes a general. Well, that could be important, but it was a peltast, not the cavalry. Now, the missiles could shoot down the cav, but they're not doing a very good job of protecting them. Particularly if you're Greece, you could use those peltasts in front of the archers and shoot things down with a fairly well defended bit of a heavy peltast guard. They are pretty good when it comes to the old defence. These guys want to shoot these guys down. There are some really weird decisions being made by the AI, it should be said. When you start watching these, sometimes you do start to wonder what they've been smoking. They're now being shot as they chase these guys down. I don't know why the superior numbers of Seleucids aren't turning round and just attacking them. Don't know why these guys aren't just shooting them. But there we are. Who am I to judge all of our friends here? Looks like there's a bit of a weird regrouping going on because, yes, they've actually routed them over there. That one big pile of cav might just be enough. I say might just be enough, but of course over on this flank that unit of archers has now been routed. We've got ourselves 2 half units of archers and that cavalry, but they are starting to get some of the other guys together here. They didn't all arrive at once. If they did, they totally would have had this, but they haven't done that, and so it might be their downfall. This Greek unit got itself massively caught out of position, so that's them gone. I think the Seleucids are going to pull this over the line, but it's about this unit of cavalry. What can they do? It really is down to them. They charge this line. They can just charge the cav, just take the general out. You'll win. You'll win, sir. Why aren't you doing it? For glory, for Rome, or for Greece. Whatever Greece is in this era. Hellas and all of her cities. Okay, this is it really. Everyone's piled together now. General's charging at something. Oh, the unit's all the way over there, which are probably the least important. That's a route for the Seleucids. Okay, very nice. That looks like, yeah, 2 units gone. These cav can chase them down. Archers doing their work. Oh, I think this is it. I think the Seleucids have cocked this up. They just sent them all together, just focused all their first volley on that militia cav. They could have done it, but instead they're just getting themselves mopped up. This cavalry is going to charge into them. That's routed them. It's gone. They're pretty much all gone now. They're going to run down the hill at them. This unit's going to get shot down before they decide what they're actually going to cock in well do. You're going to die, sir. That's what you're going to... Oh, no, he's actually going to make the charge at last. It's too little too late, I suspect. But will they hold? I mean, they might just rout. It's very late in the day here for this effort, guys. No, I think that's it. Anyone else? Anyone else? For anyone else? No. It is over. Victory for the Greeks. The Greek missiles. Who would have thunk it? You know what, though? I'm happy to call it there. 710 kills to the Seleucids. 1,226. Definitely the best two to be in there at the end. Of course, sheer numbers did them an awful lot of good. But in the end, yeah, heavy peltasts, pretty nice. They did get taken down by the Pontics quite a bit, but they took them out ultimately. And that worked out very nicely for those guys. Thank you for joining me on this air-only affair, and we will be having more of these in the coming weeks. We'll probably go through some of the other sets of culture factions, so do look out for those, and do give me suggestions for special lineups in the comments below. I'm particularly intrigued how to maybe fit in some of the more extravagant of the missile units, like the chariots and elephants we talked about earlier. You can, of course, support the channel by becoming a member here or on Patreon, by liking and subscribing, and also by getting involved in the comment section. I hope you will join us next time. For now, I will leave you. I'm Tenez the Human. Thank you, friends, and tally-ho. They're all queuing up to fight them. These are truly the British rebels right here. War cry and charge at the dogs of war. Oh, they're routing again. What are you doing, my silly trumpets? They're actually taking on my reinforcements. Welcome to the Rebel Experience, ladies and gents.